Hi, I'm Kerry. I'm a therapist at the Went Center for Loss and Healing. November 21st is Children's Grief Awareness Day. There's a number of resources online to help you support grieving children and find information about what grief looks like for children. But today I'm here to talk about grief and anger. When somebody dies, kids cry and people expect that and accept that. But what they don't expect is the amount of anger that comes with grief. In my work with children and adolescents in individual and group therapy, anger is the predominant feeling that we deal with. One of the reasons for this is because children often aren't allowed to feel angry. People feel uncomfortable around anger and they see it as a negative emotion, or they get scared because of aggressive or violent behaviors that sometimes come out of anger. Caregivers often try to calm down kids, tell them to control their anger, or tell them that they shouldn't be angry at all. So then children get the message that they can't be angry and they shove all those feelings inside. Those pent-up feelings then come out and explode on the person that comes across their path next, which could be a sibling, a parent, or a classmate. In therapy, we talk about why we're feeling angry and learn different ways to express anger and discharge anger from the body in safe ways, such as throwing pillows really hard on the ground, or squeezing or throwing stress balls, or going outside and just screaming at the top of your lungs. This allows the anger to leave the body. Anger is actually a natural reaction to everything that's happening in the child's world after a death. Kids get angry because death is unfair. It's unfair that one kid only got to be with his dad for a few years where another kid gets longer. It's unfair with all the changes that are happening. Mom has to go back to work full time. I've got a new nanny. We don't get to go out to eat anymore. Everybody's sad and nobody wants to play with me. So kids get angry and upset. And it can also be triggered by a sense of powerlessness, and that builds a lot of frustration when we have to move and I don't want to. Or anger can also come out of embarrassment or feeling different. Kids see other kids with their dad and then feel different, and so then they get upset and angry. Kids, just like adults, get angry when people say insensitive or unhelpful things related to death. Everybody keeps telling me that they know how I feel, but they don't get it. Kids often are told how they should feel or that others understand, but everybody's grief is individual, and no, we can never really understand everybody's grief. Anger can also come out because of feeling hurt or abandoned. I'm so mad at Dad because he died and he left us. Anger can come out because of the cause of the death. Why did that drunk driver have to hit my sister? So doesn't it make sense why kids get angry? So the most helpful thing that you can do is listen to your children and find out why they're feeling angry, and then validate their feelings. You're mad because we had to move, or I can see that you have really big anger because of that drunk driver, or you think it's unfair because other kids get to have a dad and you don't have a dad anymore, or your dad died. All of us, including children, start to heal the moment that we feel heard and are allowed to be our authentic selves. So I hope this is helpful in understanding children and their grief and anger.